Wizards of the Coast is now threatening content creators by Hypnotic. I got no idea what's going on. Me personally, I've never played D&D in my life. I know people that play D&D, but I've never played D&D in my life. We're gonna look at this. We're gonna look at this. No, the gay D&D, the gay D&D.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, Wizards of the Coast, whatever you name it. We are going to be talking about them because, well, a couple of things happened lately that I find to be highly suspicious, right? Number one, we already know that Magic the Gathering, Wizards of the Coast, we already know they are a...
Doesn't Magic the Gathering have the same issue? I've seen Black Aragon be a thing, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure. I played him expert DM. That's why this video is going to hurt me so much. Okay, here we go.
super progressive company. We know that already. If anybody doesn't understand that, I got bad news for you, okay? Because
it's all gay. We got the rainbow. I think that's a wyvern, so it's not even a dragon. Whatever that is, lesbian, non-binary, bard. Whatever that is. Gay mini dragons. Twinks everywhere. Where are the men? What the fuck is this?
I remember when Dungeons and Dragons or any art style from Dungeons and Dragons was a lot more dark, a lot more fantasy, a lot more aggressive. Now, I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at, to be honest with you. I feel like I'm looking at an episode of Teletubbies at this point with dragons. I feel like that's Tosh trying to have sex with some black guy in the middle. Like, I don't know what's going on here, but ultimately it is not anything that I necessarily want to take part in. I mean, just look at this. This literally looks like Tosh. I mean, look at that 5 o'clock shadow. Holy crap, man. It's amazing how there's only one dragon in this entire photo. Meanwhile, there is...
Buddy, that's not a dragon. That's a wyvern. I think. Yeah, Black Aragon with short hair was diabolical. Whoa, truly. Many eyes call beholder. It's supposed to be a nightmare to meet with. Yo, I mean, that's still up. This does look like a nightmare to meet with, at least for D&D players. If it's what I think it is, it's the most disgusting level corporate greed I've ever seen, rivaling Nintendo's stupidity. Yeah, it's just. I think we're gonna go deeper into this.
There's a whole bunch of gays everywhere. You got gay grandmas. You got gay Charizards. You got gay Todd.
Gay Charizards. Gay Charizard is crazy.
Over here, you got the non-binary freaking bard over here. You got all kinds of nonsense. Look at this. You got, I don't even know what is that, bro? You have a heart. Oh my god, you have a rainbow heart for an eye.
That is crazy. See, I've also heard of another thing. Okay, I've also heard of another thing. They promoted like disabled people in D&D. And I was like, bro, wait a minute. This is a world in which magic exists. For what purpose would you need a wheelchair? I need to send you some artwork of D&D from the 90s. It was the greatest adventure you could have seen. Interesting.
I have seen everything. So anyway, we're gonna talk about this because people are obviously not liking it. And while I understand not liking it, I feel like these are people who probably are latching on to what Magic the Gathering used to be. You gotta let it go at this point. Unfortunately, Wizards of the Coast has been completely, I mean, look at this, man. On the basis of this and this alone, whoever drew this and whoever gave this the green light should be fired.
Real? Like, what is this? Like, when I thought of D&D, I thought of it somewhat being like dark fantasy. There's nothing dark fantasy about this. They figured it out. The beholder's making everyone gay. Maybe that's the reason why he's there.
Absolute garbage. This is something that Epic Mike's hilarious. This is something that we should know this is gonna happen. Okay. Now, with all this being said,
what the fuck? This AI animated thing, that's peak.
Okay. There's one thing that I want to talk about in this video that is very, very important. And that's the fact that Wizards of the Coast is specifically targeting YouTubers now. This is not a joke. This is not, a conspiracy.
Oh wow. Are they targeting YouTubers that criticize D&D and what they're doing?
This is not any of that. They are actually targeting YouTubers. They want to take down criticism. They want to know who exactly is talking bad about them, and they want you, the person, to rat YouTubers out. That's what they want. How do we know that? Well, there's a post here from Magic the Gathering. We want to know what you think of the Magic the Gathering Spider-Man in our latest survey. Take it here. Now, this survey was posted at 12 o'clock, I believe yesterday, right? It is gone now. The survey is gone. The survey is completely gone. Okay. This was posted and the survey is gone because they were getting trolled. Why were they getting trolled? Perhaps you're asking. Well, apparently, ladies and gentlemen, and this is some really interesting.
You've indicated that if you've seen engaged with content creators, content made by influencers, YouTubers, streamers, etc., Magic the Gathering, Marvel, Spider-Man, please specify the names of those influencers, YouTubers, streamers, etc. If you do not remember, please none. Hold up. Wait a minute. Are they legit asking to basically snitch? Are they asking to basically, right, for people to snitch? How dare you not like my corpo pandering? Truly. Behold the biggest eyes a magic canceller while he got 10 smaller eyes with different spells and curses. Okay. Skittles taste the rainbow. This is the gay bow.
Interesting shit. Let me zoom this in so that you guys can really see. Apparently, there was a question that was on the survey that was specifically asking people whether or not they were influenced by the negative sentiment of Spider-Man by YouTubers, streamers, social media influencers.
What the fuck? What the fuck? They really asked. They really asked to snitch on others. What the fuck? That's crazy. And they probably would first of all blacklist these people. That's my opinion. And then second thing, would they go as far to strike those people covering these topics potentially? I wonder.
And the like. They were specifically asking on a scale of 1 to 5, how influenced were you to avoid the Magic the Gathering Spider-Man set because of whatever a social media influencer said about it, whatever a YouTuber said about it, right? And if you look at when you answer it, it says you have indicated that you have seen and engaged with content made by influencers, YouTubers, streamers, etc. about Magic the Gathering, Marvel, Spider-Man. Please specify the names of those influencers, YouTubers, streamers, etc. They literally want you to make a list of YouTubers that they can then go after. How fucking crazy is that? We are literally in World War II, ladies and gentlemen. We are talking about Nazi lists.
Bro out here pulling out the post-war communist Germany moves. That's what they're doing here. Crazy work. Not a snitch nor a bitch. These people want you to snitch.
We are talking about people wanting to rat out their neighbors. Like this is the level of fucking insanity that we have now reached. I mean, how communist of you to do something like this is hilarious, right? And then they said, if you do not remember, please enter none. And the person responded, I am not a snitch. This is great. So again, we are in crazy times where they view this as something normal, right? And people clearly,
the survey's closed. Yeah, they were making fun of these people. Do you see the Rockstar Games CEO talking about the state of gaming today? No, I have not seen that. To be fair, I don't really care about the games that they make, but I've heard recently that a few game devs were like, "Yo, we don't need that AI tag because games are gonna be made by AI anyways." That's what I've heard from game devs.
we're trolling them so much that they close the survey down. They completely close it down. Now, this is not where it ends. This is not where it ends. It gets worse. Apparently, they actually were telling people that they were not the data they were looking for. So if you answered in a specific way, they would tell you that you are not the person they're looking for, and they're not going to count your information. So not only are they trying to go after.
So let's assume. So basically, if you give the wrong answers, if you give the non-woke answers, your survey will not be counted. Crazy work.
To YouTubers, and they're trying to go after people who are talking bad about their product. But apparently, they're also trying to be super biased in their information that they're gathering for their survey. How do we know that? Well, if you scroll down, you're going to see some screenshots here that showcase the following.
What? Thank you for your participation. Unfortunately, you are not part of our current target group. What the fuck? Bro, why even make the survey then? You're asking for the survey for your consumers. Well, I'm gonna tell you something, my dear D&D creators, or the ones that at least currently hold it. Your players, in big parts, are straight men, older straight men. What are you talking about? Get out of here.
Thank you for your participation. Unfortunately, you are not part of our current target group. What the fuck is that? Wait a second. So not only are you nitpicking the information that you're getting, but you're also trying to get people to make lists for you to go after certain people. Now, the question would be, and it wasn't just one person, a lot of people got this, right? Look at this. This was the question right here. To what degree did negative influencer commentary impact your perceptions of Magic the Gathering, Marvel, Spider-Man?
So they did literally ask you to snitch. The first screenshot, that didn't look like it, but now it does. Wow.
Before the set released. Negative influencer commentary ... 1, greatly worsened my perception. 5, greatly improved my perception. This is the question. You guys realize that this is going to be the next level of cope. This is the next stage of a dying industry, where now it becomes something where it's not my fault. Now it's someone else's fault. It's the YouTubers' fault. Those pesky YouTubers, they're the reason why our stuff.
It's the YouTubers, streamers, Twitter accounts. It's those people are fault. Our sets are failing. Well, if you'd actually make a product that people want, they wouldn't be failing. But you can't provide that. Instead, you make Black Aragorn with short hair, and which, by the way, is bigotry. You could have turned Aragorn into a black woman, black lesbian. I don't know. And Arwen black. And you have a black lesbian couple. Make them fat too, so you have some fat representation as well, right? We need that as well, because it's bigotry not having overweight people there as well, right? Fat phobic.
Is not selling. It's not because people don't actually want to buy it. People will love to buy this shit, but it's because they're believing XYZ influencer like Asmongold or whatever. It's unbelievable. This is the cope that they're going through right now. And you know what's gonna happen? They're going to take this information. It's going to be highly skewed, and they're going to take it to their higher ups. They're going to take it to their executives, and they're going to say, hey, executives, look at this. 95% of people said they were negatively influenced to purchase this product because of a YouTuber. We need to do something about this. And what's going to happen? You're going to get false takedowns, which already are happening, by the way. But in any case, you're going to get false takedowns, right? You're going to have companies striking YouTubers to try to take advantage of the copyright system and the fact that most YouTubers don't have the money to fight. They're going to do false takedowns to try to take down those channels and to try to silence the opposition. If that doesn't work, they're going to do smear campaigns. They're going to try to partner with other.
True. That is the next way. Because when they're doing it, others will do it as well. At this point, the survey is just give me glazing. It is. She said it's our fault for letting this world happen. True. Duck Sumax.
Access media to try to do smear campaigns, which, by the way, they already do, right? We literally just covered a story about Nick Calandra, where he apparently was trying to get the gaming industry to go after people that are YouTubers, right? Look at this comment from Nick Calandra. I really wonder when these game studios are going to take action against these YouTubers and social media grifters, right? If you want to see my video on that, go check it out. It's on the channel. I did the whole thing about it. Making up lies about people working at their studios, et cetera, affecting business. It's clearly affecting business, they say. Review bombing, harassment of developers, and stalking
Well, if you make good products instead of propaganda-filled products, then this wouldn't happen. This wouldn't happen. This is on you, not the YouTubers, not the social media grifters. It's because you are a failure of a game developer.
Campaigns. When do you take a stand? I find it interesting that all of this is happening at the same exact moment where you have Wizards of the Coast, one of the most progressive companies out there, looking for a scapegoat, right? They're looking for a scapegoat. They're looking for someone to blame. And now they're going to do what everybody else has been doing, which is blame the YouTuber. Why? Because it's the easy thing to do. Go blame the YouTuber. They clearly are the ones who are the problem. It's not us. It's not the fact that we went and changed Magic the Gathering to whatever the fuck this is. I can't even look at this and think
Magic the Gang. It's crazy. It's crazy. It is insane. Look what I think this is an orc, right? Orcs are not built this way. They just aren't. Every time they're just built, like in any media, orcs are fucking hunks, massive dudes. What is this? What is this? Twink?
and I can't, guys, when I tell you I saw this picture, again, I didn't get mad because I've been checked out for the longest time. I understand why some people do get mad because they're still checked in. I'm not checked in. I'm checked out of this shit for a long, long time. Do not care. I am gone. I'm done. It is what it is, especially with like Magic the Gathering. I've been long gone. But I look at this and I can't even remotely see Dungeons and Dragons. I like not even close. I can't see anything. This art style, like everything about it does not say Dungeons and Dragons. Literally almost every character in here is gay or non-binary. It looks like that, right? So again, at this point, I don't care. I am so unbelievably checked out. And I just hope that more people wake up to this. But
whatever this is, bro, whatever this is, it's not even drawn well. That's the worst part. Controversial opinion, unless the review bombing is for harassment purposes. It's the fault of the person that is getting review bombed. Yeah, obviously. I'd say if you get review bombed and the criticism isn't legitimate, fine. But if the criticism is absolutely legitimate, then you absolutely at fault for getting review bombed. If you are the one messing up. I don't know. Have you seen the shit show of that 30-minute DLC that Assassin's Creed Shadows is getting? That cringe Attack on Titan DLC? Holy shit, is that awful. It's free, sure, but it's free slop. It's crazy. We're reading Stein on Writing by Soul. Stein, he's the best-selling author and editor. It's a book about literally how to write a narrative and good characters. Every single one of the Sweet Nepo Baby Inc. retards need to read it. Oh, not Sweet Baby Inc. I see them on any game. Immediate red flag. Immediately not buying. No matter. There was this really cute game. It looked so cute. I forgot what it looked like now. But I thought I looked at it and I was like, this is so fucking cute. Okay. And then like Sweet Baby Inc. And I was like, nope, never mind. 23 pics that how D&D used to look like. Let me check on Discord. I'm curious. Yeah, it very much looked a little bit dark fantasy like. For sure. Wait, so there's no way that the Beholder on Discord, the ARC section, and this troglodyte one-eyed creature is the same. There's no way. There's no way these two are the same. No way in hell.
the reason why I'm covering it is because they want to target any kind of criticism. They want to target any kind of opposition. They want to target people who are speaking bad about their product because they don't just want to admit what everybody else knows very easily, which is your product sucks now. Your product is not something that the vast majority of people want to actually play. You may not want to admit that, but that's just what it is. So at this point now, what do you do, right? What do you do at this point? Do you admit that or do you move on? The funny thing is some of the people that were posting screenshots, look at this. Gallon Cook says, apparently I'm not the current target group. 15 years of collecting and playing. Guess I'm not current enough.
Look at this. He is not the target audience. Look at all of this. Look at what this man has collected. But he's not the target audience. Noted, Samax. I hate you.
Look at this. He got this. He got this screenshot as well. Look at this, bro. This guy is a hardcore Magic the Gathering player. Look at this. You mean to tell me that this person is not part of your core group? So if this person is not part of your core group, then who is? Who is at this point? I'll tell you who is. It's people that like this shit, which is like, what, 100 people if they're lucky, right? They are willing to give up the players that actually care. They're willing to give up the players that actually buy things and purchase things with their money and spend money. They're willing to give up all of that to chase the virtue, right? But apparently the virtue's not paying. So now because the virtue's not paying, well, they got to blame somebody, and they're going to blame YouTubers. So I found all of this to be highly, highly like
something went wrong. Well, yeah. Whoever's running Wizards of the Coast is what went wrong. Baldur's Gate 3's D&D done right. These losers just can't believe people don't care about their pandering. Very much true. Well, what are those? I like the books and dices. Well, those book boxes. Well, 15 years of collecting stuffs, I guess. Baldur's Gate is 3 is woke done right. You mean, having diversity without making it making an ideology out of it? Yes.
informational, I'll say, because we all kind of knew this was happening, but to see it kind of come out. And actually, this comment makes a lot of sense. The influencer question is framed in such a manipulative way. If you are seeking to blame the biggest promoters of your game online for this fiasco, then you've completely lost the plot. I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. And keep in mind, guys, it's not like there aren't Magic the Gathering shills. There are a lot of Magic the Gathering shills, right? So if you're going to blame YouTubers for the, I guess, lack of success because of negative commentary, well, why aren't you blaming the shills for the success of the game for positive commentary? Why are you not doing that?
Apparently, from what I've heard, they also re-released and redone like the original D&D in like a book with like extra stuff, and supposedly, what was it? They were essentially taking a shot on the original creator and like saying like how big that the original D&D was. Mind you, by the way, even back then you could be whatever you wanted to be, by the way. And they were saying like, what was it? Yeah, just in general, just like threw in some woke terms into there to describe old D&D and be like, it was mostly just a game for white, middle-aged men. And I was like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. That is the target audience. What do you mean?
That. Are you saying that the shills that you have little to no influence? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying positive commentary does not affect the game, but negative commentary does? Like, what kind of logic is that? If the negative commentary can affect the game for people to not want to buy the game, then clearly positive commentary could affect people to want to buy the game. So how come you are failing so much and looking for someone to blame, and it only seems to go one way? I just find this to be extremely interesting. So you guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about all this? Do you think YouTubers are affecting the sales of Magic the Gathering? Or do you think it's pictures like this that are affecting the sales of Magic the Gathering? Let me know in the comments down below, because I remember in a world where the product would ultimately speak for itself, where Magic the Gathering was so desired by so many nerds that they would want to buy it just because it was so awesome to play. You played at the lunch table back at school, all that great stuff. Now we live in a world where apparently people are mindless drones that the moment a YouTuber says don't buy this, they listen. That's not the world that we live in. That's the world you want to exist, so that it makes an excuse for why you are losing so much money. So you let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.
See, I don't believe it's the YouTubers, because let's face it, the internet oftentimes makes it want to seem like something is much bigger than what it actually is. So maybe some people might be like, YouTubers tell me this is bad, they show me it's bad, I'm not gonna buy this. But I feel like that the core audience of this, which is middle-aged white men, is not gonna buy this. They looked at Dragon Age Veilguard and said, hold my beer, pretty much. don't buy this shit. True and real. But yeah, it's just like, it is very apparent that it's just, I don't know, they lost their audience, they lost the customers, and that's it. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe.